R&B diva Coco Jones is up next. Let's talk. What's up, everybody out there? How you doing? Thank you guys so much for tuning in over here to Peppie's Point of View. I'm yours truly. I am your R&B historian, Peppie. So let's just dive right into it. I am talking about a current R&B diva by the name of Coco Jones, and I'm here to do my commentary about her album and to let you guys know what I think about her album, what I didn't tell you. If you followed me or if you subscribed, if you're a new viewer, returning viewer, so on and so forth, then allow me to explain to you guys what it is that I do. Well, I cover R&B divas, and every now and then I talk about current news, events, entertainment news, and I dish out the dirt on who dropped, kicked who in these entertainment streets every now and then, all right? But for the most part, I talk about R&B divas. I love my R&B divas of the 80s, like A'ngela Winbush, Stephanie Mills, Regina Bell, Mickey Howard, so on and so forth. And so now I'm trying to stretch out. You guys, into the current R&B diva pool that is, okay? I've been a little hesitant about doing that because you know what? Listen, I'm here to tell you, I want us to lift the standard of the current R&B diva. I want these divas to just really stretch out. I want them to stretch out their talents and their abilities. I'm here to encourage, not discourage. Not at all, okay? And so I came across Coco Jones, my news feed. For whatever reason, I'm looking, through Facebook, and I see that there's an artist out by the name of Coco Jones, and she just received a gold record for a song, I See You. So I was like, oh, okay, who is this? Young lady that received a gold record. And so after I, listened to her album, the R&B diva Her, I listened to her first album. So I was like, well, let me check out Her. And I just listened to Coco Jones's album. So we're going to talk about that. Now, if you watched the previous video with Her, and if you haven't, then I encourage you to do so. Basically, because I haven't really heard any of today's R&B divas music, Her is definitely the litmus test. I'm just really and truly just kind of comparing and contrasting, Her. She's the standard for me, how I'm comparing all of these R&B divas. You see, it's not a competition thing. It is a contribution thing, okay? That's what it is. I just want you guys to understand that. That's not what's going on over here, all right? So I'm going to tell you about how I feel about the album, how I feel about the overall R&B diva. I could be right. I could be wrong. You might have a difference of opinion. If you do, please share that with me. I encourage you to do so. And in the process, if you like what I do over here, hit that subscribe button. All right, let's get right into it. What do we know about R&B diva Coco Jones? All right. From my understanding, Coco Jones is from South Carolina, but she was raised in Tennessee. So automatically, being raised in Tennessee, she's already a favorite of mine. It is what it is. Raised up, around the Nashville, Tennessee area. So, hey, it is what it is. I love Nashville. I do love Nashville a lot. Okay, so she's already up there on the list, all right? I think we got some good stock going on, What else do we know about her? Well, it looks as if Coco Jones then started to branch out, trying to get her feet wet in entertainment or in acting. She has showed up on the Disney Channel film Let It Shine. She's also been featured in Radio Disney's Next Big Thing. She has released a couple of independent singles as well as EPs, like around 2015 or so. And then she found her way over to Def Jam Records. And that's where we have, I'm going to assume, the current album that I just listened to, Why Didn't I Tell You? All right. And so I am going to give my commentary about the album, and let's just see what we got going on here. Okay. Now, unlike R&B diva Her, cocojones is not, from the credits, it looks as if cocojones, she is not, an R&B diva who writes or produces her music, and that's fine, okay? You already know if she, was a writer or producer, I'll put her back up there, in a different tier. So right now we just have her being just pretty much a young lady, a young R&B diva who loves to sing, and she's recording music and she's performing, and that's fine, okay? So that's good to know. Then she opens up her first debut album, let's call it her official debut album, with a song called Crazy for Me. There's some good things and there's some not so good things. The first thing that I noticed about the song when it first came on is that it's a new style of singing, it's a new style of production, and I understand that. But I was listening to it like, okay, what is she saying? So I'm just used to, a different way of singing. All right. So that was the first thing. I was like, okay, I got to focus and listen and understand the lyrics. It is what it is. I don't know if it's auto-tunes that she's using for this particular song, and that it's not a diss. We're talking about production. So I was like, I had to be more intentional with listening to it. So I was like, oh, okay, here we go again. I got to try to see what she's saying and see what's going on. But overall, in general, the sound is good. I like it. You remember what I said about R&B diva Her? I said about her, I was like, oh my gosh, like this song is putting me to sleep because, the way in which, it's being recorded, right? It's kind of sleepy, depressive to me, the sound with her. But the sound with cocojones, I love it. It's very lively. It's very youthful. It's fun. And I love it. I do like the track. Just forget about what she's saying right now. I'll get the lyrics in a minute. It's just the fact that I'm like, okay, it's very, like I said, lively, bouncy, fun, feel-good track. And I love it. It's an up-tempo song. And as I said, I didn't feel drained or tired, okay? For the most part. And so I love it. Crazy for Me, I like it because, again, the song is very simple. I like the chorus. It's very simple. It's a chorus that I can remember, and it's repeated enough for me to be able to remember it, and I can just easily sing along with it. So I love it just right from the jump. So the song Crazy for Me, the first song on the album, is a song that I like. Like, I have it highlighted in bold, saying this is one of my favorite songs. So that's good. I love it. There's nothing wrong with this track at all, believe it or not. Once I understood, the lyrics and what's going on, I was like, okay, I got a good feel for it. So then I go into the second song, Caliber. Now, by the second song, as I said before, unlike the first song, I'm just getting the feel. But by the second song, I'm like, okay, where can I go with this? Who is this R&B diva like that I can compare to? That's what I'm trying to get the feel from. And as I said, R&B diva Her is more adult. I'm getting Alicia Keys vibe from her. I'm getting, that kind of vibe that I'm getting from her. But guess what I'm getting from Coco Jones? I am getting Brandy. That's right, R&B diva Brandy by the second song on the album. I'm saying this young lady is Brandy. And when she comes up now, in any of the discussions that I'm having about music and current R&B divas, you better believe I'm saying, no, I'm going to say Coco Jones is definitely our Brandy of this time. I don't know if she's being compared to Brandy at all, but I'm definitely saying it's safe to say this young lady is Brandy. All right. So listen here, Coco Jones, or anybody who knows her. Let her know. Say, hey, I think you might need to use this. And say, hey, you got this Brandy vibe going on. That if people haven't picked up on it, then that might be her lane. And if it is, it's great. As I said before, she's very youthful to me and very fun. I remember when Brandy first came out. Oh my gosh, I'm here to tell you, I'm not joking. I was just getting to high school when Brandy first came out. And the thing about, we went crazy over Brandy. We did. Like we were bananas when Brandy came out. And I just can remember being in school and we're having our pep rallies and all of that going on. And Brandy was being played in the gym, and all the students was in the gym, pep rallies, and we were listening to Brandy. So I hope that's what's happening for Coco Jones's career as well. I hope that young people are listening to her and getting a wonderful good feel. Somebody is with, sales of 500,000, for a song I See You. So hopefully the youth out there definitely being drawn to Coco Jones, and she's just, just getting it, sucking it all in. I hope so. So that's where it is with track 2. And keep in mind with track 2, I like it. I like the song Caliber. So I like the first song, Crazy for Me. I like the second song, Caliber. I am loving it. Now I go to track 3, Double Back. When I get to track 3 instantly, you guys already know where I'm going. If you have heard this album, you know where I'm going, because again, I love my R&B divas of the 80s, and the group SWV came out in 1992 or 1993. And I was like, I've heard this before as soon as it started to play. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's what I love about this particular R&B diva. I love the fact that she, or the producers incorporated SWV. It was giving her an audience such as myself, okay? It was her connecting with someone of my particular age, if you understand what I'm saying, to draw me in as well and say, hey, wait a minute, there's a young lady out by the name of Coco Jones, and she got this SWV rain in her song, and I'm loving it. And just from that alone, I was like, okay, I'm digging that. So good job out there to the producer of that track for incorporating rain inside the song Double Back, okay? And I've heard of this guy, London on the Track, Feel the Keys, are some people who produced on that. So congratulations to you guys out there. You did a great job with the song Double Back. I have it highlighted, and I like the song Double Back. Good job. Old school feel, I feel it. Then we get to the song I See You. Unfortunately, I have to say I See You is not highlighted, so it's a song that I don't care too much for, but congratulations on receiving the gold plaque for that single. It doesn't take away, from it at all. You have the gold plaque, whether or not, if I like it or not. You understand what I'm saying? But when I heard the song, the first thing that was coming to my mind as it continued to play, I'm like, I get a feel from this song. And what am I thinking when I hear the song I See You? This is just me. You guys probably didn't pick up on it. But I'm getting D'Angelo, Music Soul Child, The Weeknd from this track. I was like, okay, little still, they still kind of little old school, if you will. So, I was like, oh, okay. I'm feeling that vibe, so she's doing a great job to me, and I see why, she's popular now. It looks like she and her producers and everybody's over there, they're trying to connect the dots, if you will. I don't think they're trying to isolate anyone with her album. It looks like they're really trying to pull from different angles. As they do that, they're keeping the album balanced. Like, this album is definitely balanced, but there is something about this album, I am going to say, that kind of irked me. So stick around. I'm going to let you know what it was that I was like, oh gosh, why is she doing this to me? But anyway, or the producer or the record company, why they do me like this, or us like this. So I like it. How they're connecting the dots with, different audiences in the marketplace. Then we have track 5, No Chaser. Love it. Hands down, love it. So at this moment in time, I'm on track 5, and I like 4 out of the 5 tracks. Crazy for Me, Caliber, Double Back, and No Chaser. I'm loving it. But by the time I get to track 6, Headline, I am done. Like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, Headline is my favorite song on the album. That's right. Headline, love it, love it, love it, love it. The producer, I'm going to assume, I'm not quite sure, don't hold me to it, is a guy named Nelson Bridges, I believe that's his name. And it looks like someone named Elmo Beats. Good job, you guys. I love this track. Yes, I do. You guys did a great job on the track. I promise you I did. I am not brown nose, and I'm telling you, I love it. And when I'm listening to the song, I don't know if you guys out there connect the dot with this song, but I was able to. So as I'm listening to what she's talking about, Headline, I'm just going to let you guys, if you haven't heard it, go out and listen to it. But as I'm listening to it and I'm connecting the dot for whatever reason to another R&B diva, okay, who I need to cover over here, by the way. And if you said Jasmine Sullivan, you are correct. Jasmine Sullivan is the one, right, who had the song "I Bust Your Windows Out Your Car." I was like, this is like the Jasmine Sullivan song right now, Headline. So I like it. It's a great song. Love it. Then the seventh. Oh, there's something else too. I was listening to it, and towards the end of the song, I'm picking up an element within this song, and I can't quite figure out what it is, and I can't tell you guys, describe it to you, but towards the end, there's a sound in the song, and I'm like, I've heard this sound before, and the only thing that I can say that made me think that I was able to compare it to, check out Lucy Pearl's You. Lucy Pearl's You. Yeah, Raphael Sadiq, Don Robinson, that Lucy Pearl. Listen to the song You. And there's I don't know if it's like an East Coast sound, not an East Coast, a West Coast sound in that's kind of a little bit incorporated in that song, but I like it. It works well. I do. So good job. Then I get to Spend It. Like it. I like the song Spend It. It's a great song. Kerry Kane, I think he's known as Needles. I love it. I love the production style of this song. It's really great. I like it. It's another one of my favorite songs on the album. I'm going to, for whatever reason, I like the song so much that I got to check out this guy Needles and see who he is. And who knows? I'm just saying, I don't know what he's done, because all of this is new to me with current R&B music. But the way he produced this song reminds me of the production style of Kashif back in the day. Whitney Houston, Evelyn Champagne King. I'm getting Melba Moore. That kind of production style that I'm noticing. Very simple. But it works. And I like that about this guy by the name of Needles. So I'm going to have to check him out and see what he's done. And who knows, maybe I like more of the other songs that he have out there as well. So great job out there to the guy by the name of Needles. Now, this is where we're about to say, well, we said all the good stuff. Is there anything bad? Yeah. Well, let's talk about it. Listen here, Coco. I don't know if it's your fault. I don't know if it's the record company's fault. I don't know if it's the producer's fault. And I'm pretty sure that if I go and read some reviews, about the record, somebody probably said it in, a reviewer or music critic probably said the same thing. So I'm going to say it to you guys, and maybe you can, kind of be mindful of this when you release your next record. Just saying, y'all come on in here. Now, I don't know who told you guys to do this, but don't do this again. We need the tracks on the album, the minutes. Yeah, we need them longer, baby. Yeah, just make the songs a little longer, baby. I think we can be good around the 4-minute mark, 4-minute, 4:15, the 4-minute mark, baby, because these songs, I don't know, maybe I did something wrong in this. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I did something wrong. When I started listening to them, maybe I didn't get the full track. I don't know, but it vamped out. So y'all need to stop that. Like, don't do that again. Because songs, honestly, like a song like Crazy for me, as I'm listening to it, I'm like, it ended? Like, somebody tell me for real, like, is this a longer versions of these songs and I just missed it somehow or another? But anyway, so extend the life of the songs because it's a great album. So don't do this to me anymore. Like, make sure, because it's almost like now, as I listen to it, it's kind of like you gave me a nice meal and then I get ready to eat. I'm like, it's nice, but it wasn't cooked enough, Yeah, everybody don't like their food medium, rare. I like mine, well done sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just my taste. Just saying, don't do that again. Don't do that again. Extend the life of all the songs. Yeah, extend them. Yeah, like I don't know what to tell you. Loop it again, and then loop it one more time. You know what I'm saying? Just okay. So don't do that, baby. Don't do that. When you get them back into the studio and y'all listen to the minutes on the album next time, you stop, baby. You tell these people, say, my fans out there are saying that my songs are too short. Okay, that's the only thing that I dislike about the album. Okay, now another thing is I'm about to wrap this up. I think I have a good balance here with these two divas. I'll put it to you this way. If I had to choose between her and Coco Jones albums, which one I'm going to listen to? I'm going to listen to Coco Jones' album first. It's just what it is. You guys already know how I feel about up-tempo tracks and the ones that kind of make me fizzle out. I'm sorry, your 2017 album, it just makes me want to go just like, I'm just sitting there like, But Coco, very bouncy, very lively, up-tempo, youthful. And I love that about her album. I do. So if I had to choose, I would say Coco Jones. I'm choosing Coco Jones. Now, as far as overall the diva, when you get diva, the diva, that's who we talk about over here, then I'm going to say that her is my diva, though. Do you understand what I'm saying? Her is giving me diva vibes, whereas Coco Jones is giving me, a young diva in the making. Like, she's going to eventually really become that diva. So I would say she's more like my Tracy Spencer, Shanice Wilson, kind of flow right about now. Coco Jones. So I'm looking forward to hearing more from her. So congratulations to everybody out there when it comes to Coco Jones, all of you guys who worked with her to make all of her dreams a reality. I'm pretty sure she's appreciative of it. Thank you guys so much for giving me some wonderful songs on the album. Oh, I just forgot. Oh, I do need to criticize this. Oh, yes, I'm going to criticize this. This is what I'm going to criticize. So there were some additional tracks on the album, okay? And I didn't like them at all. I'm just going to flat out say, you know, what it was. I didn't like them at all. And it would be songs such as Put You On, and Plan B. I don't like them, okay? And there's a song that she has out with Babyface. Babyface. No, I don't like it. I don't like Babyface song with cocojones, you know, because when I first saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, she has a song with Babyface. I really thought this was going to be a great song, you guys. I did. You know what? Because I haven't seen Babyface team up with another R&B diva in quite some time. You know, I told y'all I'm from you know, I'm the product of the 70s. So, you know, Karen White and Babyface, Love Saw It, Pebbles and Babyface, Love Makes Things Happen, Babyface and Toni Braxton, If I Give You My Heart, and then he re-teamed up with Babyface again. She re-teamed up with Babyface again, or he re-teamed up with her, whatever the case is. You see what I'm saying? I was like, oh my gosh, like this would have been great. If, in fact, this is what was happening, you know, Babyface teaming up again with the R&B diva, because we know we were going to get it. And I'm looking like, I don't like this. And that's how I feel. I mean, it's my opinion. Is what it is. It probably, you know, was a big hit for him. I don't know, but I just don't like the track. To me, it fell short. I mean, it fell short of my expectations of, you know, the caliber of what he would have done with, you know, back in the day with Karen White and Pebbles and Toni Braxton. It is what it is. I don't care about the numbers. I'm talking about how I feel about the production and the quality. That's what I'm saying. I ain't care for too much for it. But again, on that note, it is what it is. Congratulations to everybody out there. And don't forget, if you got to this part of my commentary, then I hope you stick around with me by hitting that subscribe button. That's right, because I have more R&B divas, old school and new school. I will talk about and give you, you know, my opinion about what's going on and what I'm kind of feeling from these R&B divas and what I'm getting out of them, because I'm so enjoying what I'm doing over here, you guys. And also, don't forget to put your behind where your heart desires to be. It looks like cocojones was doing that as well, putting her behind where her heart desires to be. And look where she is right now. A person such as myself is talking about her, saying wonderful, great things about her. And even if I wasn't, she's still doing what she want to do. That's what I'm talking about. You go, girl. All right. And also remember, whenever I leave my mother's presence, she always says to me, she said, baby, I love you, but God loves you best. I love you guys out there. Thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate it. So while you're out there loving others, make sure that you love yourself, because I'm here to tell you that if you're not getting love back from people and then you don't love yourself, Molly, you in trouble, girl. I'm here to tell you, it's bad if you ain't getting love back and not loving yourself. I'm here to tell you, understand what I'm saying? I got to cut some people out. Love yourself. You're going to be like, I don't know what to tell you. I love me. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, on that note, I look forward to seeing you guys next video. And until then, you know what to do. Take care of yourselves. All right now.